Okay, the C major chord looks like this, just like in the diagram in your lesson there. So we've got the ring finger on the 5th string of the 3rd fret, note C here. We've got our middle finger on the 4th string of the 2nd fret, that's E. And we have our index finger on the 2nd string of the 1st fret. If you remember from learning notes on the fretboard, that C is 2nd string up from the bottom, and the top string C is 2nd string down for the bottom. So there and there. Root note for the C, it's got to be a C, so it's this one here, 5th string. But notice on your diagram that there's an X, means don't hit the 6th string, top string, but that's an E, which is the same as this E. So it's okay. If you want to strum technically from the 5th string down, the root note, fine. If you want to strum, include that top string, yeah, that's kind of okay too. And after you've been playing a little while there, you got your pinky hanging out here doing nothing. A lot of times we'll do what we call cover the bass, and we'll just kind of put our pinky on that top one. Okay, that makes that note a little more bassy sound. For now, we'll leave it off. When we form a C, there's really not much more to say. That's the way it's formed. Again, try and keep your fingers close to the fret bar as you can. That will help make it as easy, as comfortable to form as you can. Now, 2 schools of thought on how to form a C. Some people like starting from the lower C and working their way up. I definitely prefer to plant my ring finger first and then kind of stair step down like this. We'll get into more of this when we talk about changing chords. But for right now, that's the C. Okay, there is one more thing I wanted to mention about the C. This is a good time to remember when we talk about tall fingers, we want our fingers to come down as nearly perpendicular to the fretboard as we can. This is a good example of using it. Turn a little bit here. You see how arched my fingers are, the index finger? It's coming right down on top. Same thing with the middle finger, and to a somewhat lesser degree because it's a little further away, the ring finger over here. This will help if you come across, flatter, you're going to have a tendency to touch the string underneath the ones that we're trying to isolate. So again, try to remember tall fingers, and you can do this a little bit by just adjusting your wrist a little bit. If your wrist is really straight or arched up, your fingers are going to be a little bit flatter. And if you rotate your wrist just a little bit more, it'll be a little bit easier to keep those fingers, nice and tall and perpendicular. Okay, that's all I wanted to add.